What's up, my beautiful aquatic friends? Welcome back to another video. For this one, we're gonna be playing with Mariano and Rampage Poker at the Hustler Casino for their meetup game. But before we go on and do that, I gotta give a quick major shout out to Prime Printing. They went ahead and hooked it up with the new fish poker shirt, new fish poker design. Hell freaking yeah, big shout out to them. If you want to go on and get a hold of one, either you can show up March 19th at the meetup game at 1 p.m. at the Hustler Casino. I'm going to be giving them some away for free. But if you just want to go on and grab yourself one, all that information is on the description below if you want to get your hands on one. But anyways, that's it. That's enough of me talking. Let's get right into our poker. So I go in and sit down at this table and buy in for the minimal amount of 300 bucks. Going into this game with 60 big blinds, it's not the smartest poker strategy, but I feel I still need to get a little bit more comfortable as this 5-5 game is a little higher than what I'm used to. After folding blind after blind after blind and participating in $20 bomb pots, my stack starts to plummet faster than my crypto, so I knew I had to start giving action or else these pros are gonna start to think I'm a fish. I look down at this juicy Jack 10 offsuit on the cutoff and I'm gonna go on and grow a pair of testiculars and make it 20 bucks. The button is our only customer and we're gonna go heads up out of position to a flop of 999. I obviously don't have a 9. No, there's any way in hell I can represent a 9, but I can represent a pocket pair, right? A royal ace. I mean, after all, I did open pre-flop after being an old man coffee for a whole hour. I go on and clench my butt cheeks and go on and fire off a continuation bet of 20 bucks, to which my opponent on the button goes on and calls, which is pretty damn annoying because now I'm wondering if he has a pocket pair. Did he just float me with the non-believing ace X holding? If a jack or a 10 don't come on the turn, then I'm just gonna go on an abort mission and give up the lead. The turn is a 5 and I know that I just said that if my hand doesn't improve that I was gonna give up, but if I had a pocket pair here, I would never check. I feel I'm committed to continue my BS story, so I go on and fire off another bet of 40 bucks. If my opponent raises, then we're just gonna have to fold, but we don't have to worry about that as my opponent just makes the call and we're gonna go heads up to see another 9 on the river, and now I'm pretty sure my opponent doesn't have a 9. Either way, I'm gonna give up on this. There's no sense in losing more money here, so I go on and put in the check, and surprisingly, my opponent checks back, showing pocket 6s for a flopped full motherflippin' house. Unfortunately for him, that last 9 gave us quads, and we're gonna go on and take this pot down with just jack. High hell freaking yeah. My opponent goes on and shakes his head in disbelief and says, nice hand, fish, but I know that on the inside he's like, mother. Hey, do you want me to give you a head start?
I don't know if my pride can take that.
All right, well, here we go, man.
I might embarrass myself as usual.
Remember, don't get the lime in there because it's gonna obstruct the flow.
So just spit it out.
Go.
That man is unbeatable at chugging.
All right.
He's unbeatable.
No, I mean, he's a close second. Look.
Close second.
No, he's got this. Never has he given up. Ever. Never has he ever given up.
Let's go.
On a beer chugging gun. There you go.
Let's go.
Bang. The one and only Mariano makes his way to the table, and it doesn't take long before he gets involved in a pot where he's in lay position, and he goes on and he makes it 20 bucks. I'm looking down at 7-10 suited, and as much as I don't want to play this hand out of position, I'm going to make the call anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, fishes and fishettes, I'm happy to announce that this is the very first hand I've ever played versus Mariano. Even though I don't remember what the flop was because I ended up folding, I'm super happy. I'm super freaking happy that for at least a brief moment, I was in a hand with one of the fishes I came to play with. No faces, all right? No faces. 1, 2.
Cheers, guys.
Oh my God. Now we're on the button looking down at ace-queen offsuit. The under-the-gun player has put out a $10 straddle, and so far the only customer has been the opponent on the cutoff, and once action is on me, I'm gonna go on and 3-bet this motherflower to 40 bucks. The straddler makes the call, the cutoff also comes along for the ride, and we're gonna go 3 ways to a flop of 3-3-4 rainbow. It checks to me, and I'm gonna go on and put a C-bet of $65 since I don't think this board is gonna connect well with my opponents. The cutoff is our only customer, and we're gonna go heads up to see a queen on the turn. My opponent checks, and I'm pretty sure I need to continue betting here since I did turn top pair, top kicker, but instead I decide to check. I wish I can tell you guys a logical reason why I didn't bet, but to be honest, it was simply because I had a bad feeling about this. I'm getting a weird itch that isn't getting scratched in the way I like my itches to get scratched because my opponent has been staring at me this whole time the same way I stare at tacos. So with the bad feeling, I'm just gonna go on and check, and we're gonna see a 5 on the river. My opponent on the cutoff is first to act, and he's not gonna risk getting checked back, so he goes on and puts in a bet of 75 bucks. My heart is telling me to be like Elsa and let it go, but my mind is telling me to be like Nike and just do it. I reluctantly put in the call, and my opponent shows deuce 3 for a hand that I would never have been able to put him on. Nice hand, sir. We table change to a table filled with people who back where I'm from, they're known as desmadrosos, which translated into English, it means that these gentlemen are intellectual, responsible adults. We add on another $300 to our crippling stack, and the first hand we get involved in is when we're on the button and we're looking down at pocket nines. The cutoff goes on and makes it 20 bucks, and there's no need to lose my money on this first hand, so I'm gonna go on and just flat here. The under the gun player also just makes the call, and we're gonna go 3 ways to a flop of jack deuce 6 with 2 spades. Early position player checks, the cutoff checks, and that's gonna give me the green light to take a stab at it with a bet of 20 bucks, and surprisingly both players make the call, and we're still 3 ways to see a 10 on the turn. Both players check to me again, and if any of these fishes had a 10 or a jack, then they wouldn't have checked that turn. I'm pretty confident about my hand here, so I go on and fire off another bet of 50 bucks, and my only customer is the under the gun player, and we're gonna go heads up to see an 8 on the river. My opponent checks one last time, and we're gonna go on and check this one back since we have a lot of showdown value, and my opponent shows ace X of spades for a busted flush, and my nines are gonna take it down, hell freaking yeah.
Go.
Big shout out to Brandon here, who this fish not only gave me a run for my money in the beer chugging contest, but he also gave me these sweet comic books. In this hand, everybody has folded, and I'm on the small blind looking down at jack 4 of diamonds. Brandon is on the big blind, and I ask him if he would like to chop. He throws a counter offer of just putting in 30 bucks pre-flop and running it out, and I agree to the terms and conditions, and we're gonna go heads up to a full run out. Ace deuce, that's good enough.
Oh, with the diamonds.
All my diamonds are dead, you sack of crap. No.
I we do it, we run it all the way. Oh, that's such a jack being though.
Open-ended.
Oh my god, bro. Open-ended. Ooh, another heart. Another heart? Brick.
Yes! Yes! Bang!
Oh,
Yes, is it happening?
oh shit.
Is it happening?
It is happening. Let me win this hand first. 20. Round 2 with fish poker. Just the worst at chugging. He's a beast. This is gonna take me way too long, but cheers.
2, go, 1. Oh! Alex was able to finish it. You surely are better than Alex.
Alex was in a frat. First of all, I was not in a frat.
I hate to put this much pressure on you, man. Unfortunately, Rampage wasn't able to see the finish line on this beer chugging contest, but that's okay. He gets a participation trophy and an A for trying since he already had a few drinks prior to this, so we're gonna go on and let this one go. We get back to our table and we get welcomed back with ace queen offsuit in middle position. We're gonna go on and bump it up to 25 bucks and get 2 colors down the road, and we're gonna go 3 ways to a flop of 5 deuce deuce with 2 diamonds. Even though I've been drinking, I still haven't forgotten when I lost that big pot a few hands ago in a situation identical to this one where I also had ace queen with the board pairing 2 small cards. Even though I'm out of position, I'm just gonna go on and thug life this one as I go on and fire off a bet of 25 bucks, and that's gonna do it. Both my opponents go on and fold, and we're gonna take this one down.
You couldn't even finish it. Oh, cheater. He beat you. Holy shit.
Yes. Now we're on the button looking down at yet another ace-queen, this time in the spades variety. An opponent in middle position has made it 20 bucks. The cutoff calls, and once it gets action to me, no sir, we're not just gonna call this and play scared. We're gonna go on and bump it up to 70 bucks. The middle position player who made it 20 bucks, he gets out of the way. The cutoff is a little flustered with my 3-bet and says that he should definitely fold, but is leaning more towards a call since he claims that this is his favorite hand. He asks me if we can check it all the way down if he makes the call, and sir, I didn't come all the way down here to be friendly. What the hell? Actually, I did come all the way down here to be friendly and play a friendly game, so I said, of course we can freaking check it all the way down, you silly goose. Before you guys start twisting your big ol' ugly fish faces all around, just know that I know that that's not how poker is played. I know this is a premium hand that should be played strong, but today I came here to drink and to fuck around, and so far this has been one of the best meetup games I've ever been to. I regret nothing. By the way, we're having our very own meetup game this Saturday, March 19th at 1 p.m. Fellow vloggers Think Blue Poker, Doug McCusker, Andrew Locke, and Happy Face Holdem will be here donating money to every single one of you fishes, and I will be going on and taking beer chugging challenges for anybody willing to take a shot at the title. So, see you guys on the 19th, and hopefully you guys can make it. Back to this hand, we go on and run out the whole board, and it comes out 4, 5, 6, Jack 3 for a 4-liner to a straight out there, and we're not feeling so great about this until he says that he missed everything. I turn over my hand, and we are good. Hell freaking yeah.
What would you be doing if you weren't a poker vlogger slash poker player?
I'd be professional beer chugger. I'm really good at it. Professional.
Dude, fucker.
Professional.
More hands and see if they cheat us, right? Are we three-handed?
Someone's out of
This last hand of the night starts off with the $10 PLO double board bump pot, and I'm looking down at 7, 8, 9, 3. First board is 9, 6, 10, giving us the absolute nuts. The second board is 7, King, 10, giving us a flush draw, which, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't even realize I had it until the hand was over, but nonetheless, the flush draw was there. There's an early position bet, which I don't really remember what it was since I did hit record on my phone a little too late. Nonetheless, I just go on and flat Wolfgang Poker in late position flats as well, and we're gonna go on 3 ways to see a turn on the first board, which is an ace, and an 8 on the second board, giving us 2 pair to go along with our flush draw that we didn't know we had at the time. Early position opponent fires off a bet of 100 bucks, and I'm just gonna make the call. I know I probably should have raised here, but I really don't want to scare off Wolfgang since I did have the first board completely locked up. Wolfgang makes the call, and we go 3 ways to see a 4 on the first board and a king on the second one. Early position player fires off another bet of 200 bucks, to which I gladly make the call since I still have the nuts on the first board. I also have a flush on the second board, but I don't know that at the time, and Wolfgang is thinking about what to do and ultimately decides on a call. We turn over our hand, and our straight is good on the first board, but we do not have the second board as our opponent in early position shows a full house. We're gonna go on and chop Wolfgang's money, which is gonna bring us up to the green for the night. Hell freaking yeah. That's all I have for you fishes today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We went ahead and cashed out for 820 bucks for a profit of 220, which is amazing because we were in the hole for $600. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you enjoy poker related content, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.